Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnelly.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. And today I'm taking part in the Stamp Around UK video hop with fellow UK-based demonstrators, and there will be a list to all of the other demonstrators taking part in this video hop in the description for this video, so please do check them all out. Our theme for this month is Funfold. So I have made this little card that is called a slide and lock card. So it will stand a bit like that, and you can just slide that off. And because it's a children's version, I've made it a little bit easier. So if they do just open it like that, that's absolutely fine too. The little extra bit will just come off like that. So I will show you how to make that, and it's just a kind of slightly adapted gatefold card, and that just does slide back on there. Honestly, it's just a little bit fiddly. Once you've done it a few times, it's fine. Okay, so I have used Zany Zoo for the sentiment there, and I think it's called Zoo Crew. Let's just double check. It is called Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. So this little guy is just fussy cut from one of the designs of the paper. Same design as I've used there. And I've just put a few bits of sparkle on as well. And a little bit extra on the inside with some more of the paper, just the reverse. They're black and white on the opposite sides. And another fussy cut little dude there. Okay, so cheats way of doing it. And like that. There we go. So I have already done a fair bit of the prep because we like to try and keep these videos short as possible to encourage you to hop around. So I have a piece of basic white thick card. This is just an A4 sheet, and I am going to cut that at 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So 8 1/4 is the short side, and I'm just going to line that up at 5 3/4 and chop that. Okay, and then on the long side I'm going to score it at 2 1/16. So that's just 2 inches and a tiny notch more. And then I'm going to flip it around and do the same measurement. So that 2 1/16 on there. Okay. Now I'm going to keep my trimmer handy. I'll dot that up there, give that a little fold. And then do this one as well. Okay. So they meet in the middle. But for this design, I need that tiny little gap. So I am basically just lining this up at just over that track, okay? So that I'm taking a slither off either side. Okay, so just over the track, little slither off. Okay, I'm just gonna run my bone folder along there to take that lip that you kind of get when you cut the card off, like so. All right, so now we have that little gap in there that will allow our mechanism to go through. As I say, I'm going to keep my trimmer here because I cut these pieces to just under 2 inches, but depending on how much you cut off that side, you might need to trim a bit off. And that side looks okay. I'll just do this one. That one actually, we'll get away with that. We'll get away with that. So again, when I cut these, I just went to 1/16 under the 2 inches. So 1 13/16 for them should be fine. Okay, by, forgotten the other bit, 5 5/8. Yes, all the measurements will be in my blog post. There will be a link to that in the description for this video, as well as a link to everybody else's video hops. So let's just decorate the card first of all. So I need to remember which way around it went. They went that way. Okay, so I'll just get my glue. I prefer wet glue, but you use whatever suits you best. And when I say I prefer wet glue, I prefer it to work. There we go. Got on a little bit of a splodge there, so I'll just try and move that in a bit. There we go. So this one on here, and I want to have a little margin on 3 sides, but I want it to be right up to that edge there, but not over it. That's better. That's why I like wet glue. You can play about with it. I don't think I've cut that straight. I think that's what's wrong. Never mind. White on white is a little bit more forgiving, thank God. And then this one is going to go on there. Okay. Again, right up to that edge. Like so. You're happy with it, give it a good press. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely got a wider channel at the bottom than at the top. Ah, well. Right, so got a little bit of glue there. Let me just take that off. I'm such a messy crafter that I cannot live without an adhesive eraser. Okay, then on the inside, another piece, same paper, just the opposite side. And this is 5 5/8. Nope. I don't think I've written that down. I think that's what's wrong. I will get the measurement and it'll be in my blog post. I don't want to measure it now. I've already just stuck that down. I do have the measurements for this little piece of card that we can write on the inside, and this is 5 inches by 3 1/4. So you've got a nice wide margin there that you can see. I'm just gonna stick this little guy here. As I say, these are all fussy cut from the designer series paper. There are some images in the designer series paper that you can die cut, but lots of them are easy to fussy cut as well. And in fact, I had a little bag of them that I'd already fussy cut to use in a class ages ago. But I didn't throw them out because I don't like waste. Right, now, this little guy is going to go on my hexagon for the sentiment, but I'm going to punch 2 hexagons first of all. So this is the heartfelt hexagon punch. 2 of them, and I'll find the one that fell. Hexagons. And while we've got the punch out, I will just stamp my happy birthday to you. Let's see, does it fit in there? Yeah. Okay, happy birthday to you. Like that. And then I want it to be cut out pretty close to that side, so that I have plenty of room to add in my little, is he an armadillo? I think he might be an armadillo, with his little gift. So he's going to sit on there. Okay, but our mechanism, get that ink pad out of the way. So I just have a little scrap, I think it's about 1/2 inch, it is 1/2 inch of white card, and I'm going to cut this down to 2 inches, and I need 2 of them, and I'm going to score them at 1 inch, or you could simply just fold it in half like that. Okay, either way works. One way is obviously quicker. All right, so let's just give that a quick burnish. Now I'm lining that up so I know that that is the middle there. You could, if you wished, just give yourself a straight line to follow, not a pencil line, no one's going to see it, and you essentially just want to add glue to 1/2 of it and slide up the folded end to that score line, that pencil line. So you're not actually going right up to it, you're just, I'm going to leave a tiny little gap, and I mean tiny, between them. Okay, like so. There. So I've probably got the width of the pencil line between them. Okay, if you wanted to, you can take your pencil line out. Right, and then the next one, we're going to put glue on both of these pieces, like that, and then just line up your 2 shapes. So slide them around until you've got them perfectly lined up, and give that a decent press. Okay, then I'm going to add this one, and it was just to give it a little bit more stability. You don't really need 3. And then my little creature, I'm going to get most of him on, but his tail will stick off, so don't put any glue on the tail. How adorable's he? So sweet. Right, then it is a case of just pulling that back and you put that back one there and your stamp one at the front, and he slides down there and he keeps the card like that. Okay, as I say, I've probably gone a little bit, well, I've definitely gone a little bit off when I've cut mine, so there's a bigger gap at the bottom than there needs to be, but if you're giving it to a child, I would leave a decent gap for them to be able to slide that up and down, or as I say, to just open it like that, and then you've got your cute little creatures inside too, and that will just keep that nice and closed. Just needs a little bit of bling. Obviously every card needs a little bit of bling, so I am using these adhesive back sparkle gems, and I will put some of them on there, and I'll put another couple, go with a couple of big ones either side there as well. How cute is that? It is a fun fold, but nice and easy, and doesn't use a huge amount extra supplies. I've just added extra DSP to the inside for fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do remember to click on the description to hop around the other videos. If you're new to my channel, please do click on that subscribe button, click the bell and get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, take care. Bye bye.